Another day of heroic resistance by the armed forces of Ukraine against Russian occupying troops. Welcome back to What About Ukraine channel, day 376, March 6, 2023. Don't forget to subscribe and smash like button. The world's second army, how they love to call themselves, which at the beginning of the war dreamed of taking Kiev in 3 days or any other short term success, has suffered catastrophic losses from the start of the war, not only in personnel but also in equipment quantities. They were defeated near Kiev and lost a battle against the militia of Sumy. Months of heroic resistance in Mariupol, the Kharkiv counteroffensive, the Kherson counteroffensive, and again thousands of prisoners who have simply been forgotten, along with countless depots and equipment. And now, for the third time after Mariupol and Severodonetsk, the Russian army, which never learns, sends its troops to allegedly organized offensive operations near Bakhmut. However hard it may be for Ukrainian boys and girls defending this front, everything is repeated with incredible accuracy. The only difference now is greater control of the situation and the ability to retreat. What has this leadership of Russia learned when, for the third time, to achieve anything, any success, any motivation to fight, they throw units that advance in everyday clothing and moccasins, sometimes without even having armor or with rifles from World War II. On the 376th day of the war, Ukraine and Ukrainian armed forces are showing the realities of today to the whole world, who the leadership of the extreme terrorists really is. And now, in fact, after the Kharkiv and Kherson operations, a new wave of mobilization began in Russia. It's, it is believed that nearly 450,000 troops are currently in Ukraine. This is almost 95% of all combat-ready units in the Russian army. Since the beginning of 2023, an information war has begun regarding the advance along the entire front. In 2 months since the beginning of this campaign, the enemy has managed to advance a distance of 5-6 km on the Liman direction and allegedly concentrate in the area of Bakhmut, with intentions to surround the city. The same city has been holding the defense since September. According to preliminary data, during these 5 months on the front line, Russia lost more than 80,000 killed, thousands of pieces of equipment, hundreds of thousands of ammunition, and almost all of its elite units, along with trained mercenaries from the Wagner Group. Since the beginning of this next offensive near Vuhledar, entire battalions of enemy groups have been defeated, along with hundreds of pieces of equipment. Almost along the entire front line, the enemy has not only been held back, but forces have also been accumulated for a counter-attack under favorable conditions. It is possible to note that the Svatove direction has become a possible foothold for an attack in the Lugansk region, while the Vuhledar becomes a foothold for an attack on Melitopol or Mariupol. Now let's find more about Bakhmut. Considering the situation in recent days, Ukrainian units will most likely withdraw to the other side of the Bakhmutka river in the near future. The fortress of Bakhmut has faced an incredible amount of enemy efforts. The replacement of mechanized brigades with special operations forces is expected to give results, and the city should be able to hold the defense for weeks. Even in the event of complete encirclement, the Ukrainian army will be on fortified positions, and supply roads will always be available. Even in the fully encircled Mariupol, supplies and weapons were constantly delivered. Unlike the Russians, there is a very significant volunteer movement in Ukraine. In few days, people collect huge funds for the needs of armies in drones, machines, vehicles, and equipment. Others bring it from abroad. At today's meeting of the Supreme Commander-in-Chief Staff, a series of issues were discussed, including Commander-in-Chief Zaluzhny and the commander of the Khortytsa forces expressing their support for continuing the defensive operation in the Bakhmut city. This means that no one is going to surrender, withdraw, or retreat. And that's it for today. Once again, we ask you to smash like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below the video. There are also several links in the video description to support the channel. Stay tuned. May peaceful skies be over our heads. Glory to Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!